Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video I'm going to be going over my Bad Batch finale predictions because we have one more episode of the Bad Batch and that episode is coming on Friday. As of recording this, it is Wednesday, so we only have literally like a couple more days until the Bad Batch comes out. So I'm very excited for it. My episode review is probably going to be coming on Sunday or Monday, so very excited about the Bad Batch finale, but I decided to try to take the time and come up with some predictions for the finale. Now, two things. Number one, this will contain spoilers from the Bad Batch episode 1 through 15, and maybe a couple Clone Wars spoilers, and maybe a couple Force Unleashed spoilers. So if you don't really care about spoilers, then I guess watch this video. And if you haven't seen all those episodes of Bad Batch and the Clone Wars, then I suggest not watching this video or watch all the episodes again and then watch this episode. Now, I suggest maybe before the Bad Batch finale, you could try to watch all the episodes, from all the way from episode 1 to episode 15, and maybe watch a couple of Clone Wars episodes. I know it's a bit much, and I'm not going to do it because, personally, I don't really need to watch it, but I guess if you're really hardcore fan and I'm a hardcore fan, but I don't really want to watch all the episodes right now because I can't really. So I'm going to go over, like I said, all the predictions that I have for the finale. Now, none of these predictions are probably going to be right, but some of these theories could be right. I'm coming up with all these pretty much myself. A couple of these are just from a couple of these are just everybody knows these. They're kind of obvious, but a couple of these you might not really know. So, the obvious thing is the Bad Batch is going to escape the wreckage of Kamino. So, I'm guessing that if you haven't seen last episode, by now it's a spoiler alert, so you've probably seen last episode. At the end, the Star Destroyer fires on Topeka City, and now Topeka City is going to sink into the water with the Bad Batch inside. So, I'm guessing that they're somehow going to have to escape. I don't know the exact details. Maybe Omega's going to use the Force and push like a bunch of wreckage over them or something. Or maybe they're going to Wrecker's really strong, so I'm guessing Wrecker's probably just going to take it out. Then it's kind of going to be like the crashed Venador in Fallen Order. So if you haven't played that game, then spoilers. But in the crashed Venador, it was kind of like an old also kind of like the Death Star and the Rise of Skywalker. So they're going to have to escape that somehow. Then on the landing platform, because as far as we know, the ship, the Havoc Marauder, has not been shot down. Because the landing platform is actually pretty far from Topeka City. So it looks like their ship is still okay, but, we never know. So, I'm assuming that the Empire is going to stay up there in orbit until they have confirmation that they're dead. They're probably going to send down a couple scouts to go find the dead body because, they don't know if the Bad Batch is dead, but you're going to have to assume. So, maybe when they reach the landing platform, they will see Starkiller. Now, this theory is probably terrible, and we are probably not going to see Starkiller, but really, I really couldn't think of any theories, because I'm not a really good theory guy. I don't really have a lot of predictions. I'm just expecting that we're going to get a plot twist. The only thing I can really confirm is kind of Omega Force sensitive. That's the only thing that we can really confirm, but I guess maybe we could see Starkiller, or maybe Starkiller could appear later. We want a big plot twist, because why does the Empire want Nala safe? They're not cloning anymore. Why do they want the chief cloning scientist? If they're not cloning any more troopers, why do they want her? So there's definitely something fishy going on. Maybe they need her to, make somebody. Could have something to do with the Emperor, but I hope not, because, we want to stretch out. Not everything has to do with the Emperor and Snoke. We kind of want to stretch out with a different story, but we might get the Emperor and Snoke. Just as a side note, the next episode of The Bad Batch is coming out on Friday the 13th, so let's hope it's not bad luck. So I'm guessing Crosshair is going to realize that the Empire betrayed him at the first, they didn't hesitate. They just decided to shoot him. They just decided to let him die. So I'm guessing that he's going to try to go to the Bad Batch. He's going to get back to the Bad Batch, because now we know that Crosshair didn't have an inhibitor chip. He does not have an inhibitor chip. And Star Wars Explained actually made a video where he thinks that Crosshair got his inhibitor chip removed in the episode after Reunion. It could have been damaged during when he got scorched by the flame, or he just removed it. So now he's basically just somebody that's because the problem with the clones is that no matter how hard the Bad Batch would try to get them back to the good team, they couldn't disobey their inhibitor chip. The only clone that we've seen that's disobeyed his inhibitor chip is Hauser, we've never seen that before. So that's another reason why the Empire probably stopped using clones. They realized that their inhibitor chip was deteriorating. Maybe it only works when they say execute Order 66, then after that it starts to fade off slowly. And now they're coming to the good side. So I'm guessing that Crosshair is going to help them, because we can't have Crosshair always on the bad team, because we saw he actually did a bit of humane acts in the other episode. Like, he did not try to kill Omega. He's going to send Omega off-world to keep her safe. So he's not completely evil, because now we know that his inhibitor chip is removed, so he does have hope. So they're going to have to get to another planet, because we're not going to have this entire episode on Kamino. I mean, I guess we could, because Bombastic mentioned in one of his videos that there are other platforms besides Topeka City. The population of Kamino is 1 million, but only I think it was 1 billion, sorry, my bad. 1 billion, but only a couple million lived in Topeka City. So there are some other platforms on Kamino, but we might move to another planet, or we're going to stay on Kamino. I have no idea. So there's two ways that it can go. Number one, the Empire takes Sid and Gregor captive or something, so the Bad Batch have to go to rescue them, something. Because there's no reason why they would go back to see the Empire unless there's something that they want. So it could be Sid and Gregor taken captive, but I really doubt that. I hope we see Sid and Gregor in this episode. I also hope we see the Martez sisters and definitely Fennec. So I'm probably going to see all those characters, but this is what I think it's most likely. Nala Se is working with the Empire to create something like Starkiller or something. And maybe they don't know that yet, but the reason why they go back to the Empire, the reason why they go there is because Omega wants to rescue Nala Se, because Omega clearly has an attachment to Nala Se. She's worried for Nala Se, because Nala Se is not really that bad. She was just Ton Wee and what's the other one? Oh my god, I don't even remember her name. But Ton Wee and the Prime Minister, those were the bad ones. They were bad. But Nala Se was just a chief scientist there. So she's a good person. So I'm guessing that, yeah, Omega and the Bad Batch are going to try to rescue her and maybe stop her from making Starkiller. But this is really all I can think of. I'm guessing that maybe they're going to try to recruit Fennec to help them, or maybe they're going to run into Fennec, and then Fennec is just going to, I don't know, maybe they're going to say, oh, hey, you want to help us? Or maybe they're going to pay her, they're going to hire her, or maybe this entire time Fennec was working with Sid, and Sid didn't even know it, because Sid is not a bad person. We know that Sid is on the good side now, so because after Infested, they got a bit of bonding time. So, yeah, I hope maybe we get to see Rex and Cad Bane and maybe the Martez sisters, because Cad Bane was a very good reveal, because we didn't expect to see Cad Bane in the Bad Batch. So really, I have no idea what is going to happen in this finale. This is a pretty bad predictions video, but I'm guessing that they're going to try to rescue Nala Se, or maybe Gregor and Sid. And then I'm guessing maybe in the end, Omega's going to have to use the Force to save them or something, and Omega will reveal herself to be Force sensitive, and then, or maybe Nala Se is going to say, you didn't know she was Force sensitive, then she's going to reveal herself in the end and use the Force or something, and then Cal Kestis is just going to run in and kill everybody and basically be the Luke Skywalker. No, I have no idea. So the only thing that I actually know so far is, like I'm guessing that they're going to have to try to rescue Nala Se. That's the only thing that I can actually think of, but the rest of the episode, I'm guessing there's going to have to be a huge plot twist. The composers who made the music, I believe, was Kevin Kinner. Sorry, I don't know. I'm pretty sure Kevin Kinner is the composer who does the score for the Bad Batch. He also did the Freemaker Adventures, if the Lego Stars Freemaker Adventures, and I think he also did the Clone Wars finale. So they made him and the rest of the composers, they said that the Bad Batch finale was so sad that it actually made them cry. So we don't really know what that means. So it could be maybe it was it was just the music, or maybe there was a terrible plot twist and it made them cry because it was such a sad plot twist. But that's a good thing and a bad thing. It could mean that somebody's going to die, or it could mean that it was so good that it made them cry. That's a good thing. I'm going to take that as a good thing. So we're hoping that Bad Batch finale is going to be a good episode. So that is all the predictions that I have for the Bad Batch finale. I know this is a terrible prediction video, but I couldn't really think of anything because I really just don't know what the directors are thinking of. Dave Filoni is doing a great job. Dave Filoni and Jennifer Corbett, they're doing a great job on the series. So we really have no idea what they could do. I never expected Cad Bane to appear, or the Martez sisters. So I really can't, I know somebody else did a predictions video, but I really can't tell you what I think about this episode. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you're enjoying my Bad Batch episode reviews. If you haven't liked or subscribed already, then I guess subscribe, because I do have 6 subscribers, which is, I guess pretty good. It's a good start, 6 subscribers, but I know I'm hoping to grow this. And I know that a lot of you guys do like my videos, because unless it's just me and Mazrio watching the same video 10 times, then I know there's a lot of other people. Yeah, I'm talking to you guys. Yeah, go like and subscribe. Anyways, bye.
I am a Jedi, like my father before me.
So be it, Jedi.